Let's head back to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
Couple things for all you Browns fans with short memories. We're about a little under 30% through the season at this point. In order for you to have a chance in the season, your quarterback needs to be healthy, needs to be able to throw, he needs to be able to perform. The only person that knows whether or not they can do that is Deshaun Watson. Those of you that have short memories must have forgotten a gentleman named Baker Mayfield, who also went through about 3 different teams in the last 2 seasons after a stint with the shoulder injury, which messed with his throwing mechanics, etc. Deshaun's worth substantially more than Baker, top to bottom, in terms of performance and in terms of his resume and in terms of just right now being a Brown, in my opinion. However, on paper, he actually is worth more, and it does behoove us as city and team to work with Deshaun to make sure he's healthy and to get the Browns to the best place they can get to. Thank you, guys. Bye.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. Let's welcome in Jeff Lloyd, Locked On Browns podcast. Jeff, you got to take a player at his word. If he doesn't feel he can perform, you don't put him out there. And I was the one that said, when Baker Mayfield was here, shouldn't be playing.
Well, the thing is if now what we know is described as the injury and it's a 2 to 6 week injury, and he tells us he's unable to go, I mean, you kind of got to definitely take the guy at face value at that. Obviously, it certainly doesn't help, that this team has already lost 1 game without him. You're facing a team, the San Francisco 49ers, which was going to be a difficult task regardless of whether or not you had Deshaun Watson, probably the best, in my opinion, the best team in the NFL right now. But you get into, this situation, and look, I mean, if he's not practicing, he's not avoiding it. So it's, I think everybody wants to just think, for some reason, like he's ducking things. It doesn't seem to be the case. It just seems like he's not able to go right now. It's unfortunate, certainly. We've waited, obviously an ample amount of time for Deshaun to actually join the team, dealt with everything that went on in 2022, and then thought, here we are, 2023. It's going to be, the perfect, opportunity, roster, coaching upgrades, and, now finally getting, the franchise quarterback with, basically the entire offseason under his belt. But here we are, and it's just obviously a rocky road for everybody. I think a lot of it more is just frustration that pours out into maybe anger. But, probably frustration is where the starting point with all of this is.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm sure Deshaun Watson's probably the most frustrated because he is a guy that played with a punctured lung. He wants to be out there and play. I have no doubt about that.